yellow armor in the red base, in lights out base, that really means that, their defense is a little bit slipping. Brave getting a first quad kill, running in with a nice, oh, he uses the med kit, down 28 health. Looks like Elite Mutation. Oh, look at that rocket from Wasabi just coming right down the hallway. We got a quad pickup and a flag pickup. I'm gonna go see if I can get the carrier. The carrier goes down. I'm gonna go back over to quad. And see if I can get to him in time. Yes, it's Wasabi coming through. No armor. And he's not gonna get into the red space before this quad expires. But let's see if he's got any support. No yellow for him. Adrenaline getting a nice initial rail as Wasabi comes out of that portal. And Adrenaline will hang on to that flag. It's a little bit longer. Didn't really suffer hardly any damage against Wasabi. We've got Gibbs and Kareem making a push. And this time we've got a 3-man attempt. And here's Gru once again. Who's gonna get the kill? And so, no, it's Higgs. It's Higgs leaving the base this time, and it's Karasu saving the day. Wasabi getting out with 20 health. Not far enough though. And this may be a one-cap game. We're into 2 minutes to go. Adrenaline picking up another yellow. So he is fairly well stacked here. And Gibbs goes up strong, pulling down the Matrix. And eats Shaft by Wasabi. At this point, I'm seeing that looks like Elite Mutation has mutated their strategy where they are mostly defensive at this point. Karasu is still doing his favorite rail in the middle technique. We've seen him be pretty effective there tonight. And Gru, once again, remaining in his defensive position. I'm going to go see if we can get one more offensive run here. With only a minute and about 10 seconds left to go, we really need lights out to turn the lights on and deal with Elite Mutation. But see, they were seeing like a nice 2-man stagger there by Elite Mutation. Higgs is able to pull down the attacker, but he's only got 2 health. So that quad's not going to survive one more shot here. But they're going to make a push anyway. We got 1 minute to go, and there's a nice rail at Higgs pulling him down, and then here's Gru picking up quad. He's like, hello! Yeah, give me quad. I need to extend my KD ratio a little more. Bye. Can't quite line it up against Adrenaline. But it looks like Gru will have successfully defended any of the lights out from escaping with his flag. Very nice defensive work by this man right here. We're going to take a look. He is currently sitting at 30% accuracy. Best weapon, lightning gun. Matrix. That's a 37% accuracy, and best weapon being the shotty. Over to Higgs. He's sitting at 25% accuracy. Best weapon, shotgun. And there it is. Elite Mutation have altered the DNA of Lights Out enough to pull out the win. Very nice work there. Adrenaline showing off some nice D there. 34% accuracy, railgun, best weapon. He only let one get away, guys. Only one to get away. So this is a very close game. We might see a little swap-a-roo for Elite Mutation's roster here. Looks like Wasabi is going to step out. But yeah, so far we've seen Gru just be one hell of a powerhouse. I mean, yes, he was on defense, but he only died 2 times, guys. That's an impressive feat in a 20-minute match. If we take a look over at Lights Out, well, we just lost the scoring and KD ratios. Sorry. But as you can see, Lights Out's defensive line got killed many more times than did Elite Mutations.
Wow, I got to give it to Elite Mutations. Their defense really stepped it up. They definitely were beating cappers with field constantly. And even though there were a couple good pushes by Lights Out there, they were just getting shut down by a flurry of multiple defenders.
Yeah, and it seemed like EM did a really good job of, anytime the flag runner got anywhere away from Gru, he had enough sense to get that communicated to his team, so that you saw it every single time there was an intercept before Lights Out ever got out of the base proper.
Frags in 2 seconds. Excellent.
What I'm really curious to see is will Gru be able to survive as long and as well as he did? I would say that the last map we just watched, Siberia, is a little bit more defensive heavy. In terms of, well, unless you have a flag runner that can really move, it is possible to grab that flag and be out of the base really quickly. Same thing for this map though, but it's a little bit defensive heavy because you can have things like a guy sitting in the middle of the rail on either side. In this case, that's going to be true for this map. There is a rail in the middle of the map, but there's only one. There's not one on either side. So, control of this mid is usually the team that can control this thing. We've seen that consistently throughout our coverage here at GraveLive.tv. There it is. All right, we're gonna start watching Gru here. I'm gonna see what he does at the start. Set himself up on defense. If I can get over him quick enough. All right, so his team's giving him a little bit of armor, and he's gonna go grab himself a mega. He's got a teammate to cover the flag while his back is turned. Nice move there, and he is set and ready to defend. Let's see where the first round is. It's gonna be Adrenaline coming in with a shaft, but that shaft was missing. He put it in the wrong hole, and Gru made him pay for it. We got the first touch being Irish. I've played against Irish a few times on Trucks, and he's always a fun teammate to have. I'm curious to see. We've seen him once before. I think we saw him on Stronghold, where Elite Mutations did another swap with teams just like the teammates while they did tonight. So we'll see how he does. Right now we've got Higgs with the regen, and it is counting up. He is quite stacked, getting shafted in the ass. And Higgs, oh no, it's Gru taking out the flag carrier. Another pickup. Gru getting yet another kill. And Adrenaline will finish that off. Let's go see if we can find. I think that regen is already expired or close to it. We're watching. We got a Duke out shaft in the middle, and Higgs getting a rocket jump. And here's what we like to see, a nice quick runner cap. And he is almost through the center, gets the rocket jump. He was a little low on the rocket jump, slowed him down a little bit, but he's about to get a cap here. He's moving in, and there's the first cap of the night, going to Higgs from the lights out. And it looks like Irish pulled down Higgs in the center. Missing a rail on the fresh spawn of Higgs, and Higgs will pull him away with an MG. Paul leaving that armor for his defensive man Gru. And moving out to center as a fresh spawn, waiting for the shaft. And Crave is just waiting for him. Touch my red. I dare ya. Irish, he can deal with that. Rocket barrage by Crave, and I don't think he's going to be able to do it. He's only got 13 health, and here comes... It's Gibbs getting the kill. Take a look at the KD. Oh yeah, looking at Gru. 0 deaths so far. Only 4 frags. Hall going up strong through the water, getting popped up by a rocket. He's going to have to back off here. He's hoping that there's going to be help, but it's not going to be there. And Crave uses the fact that his head was turned, looking down for that health, to pull him apart with a shaft. Irish picking up regen. It's going to help him out here. He's down to 87 health. He's down up to 100. Regen is slowly getting him back up to a fightable state, but he has no armor. Starting getting MG. He comes in strong. He's going to be able to exit out. Gibbs is behind him, and down to an MG. Pulls down one. Pulls down. He's got a little bit of help, but there's Crave coming in with a very much needed return. He was almost out, folks. Almost out, and most of Lights Out had already been knocked out, and we're down to MGs there. So that was pea shooter fire that pulled apart that carrier for the most part. Hall coming in for the grab, and there's a quick exchange. Crave pulling him down, and Hall pulled him down. So we got an exchange for Rags hopping over. We're going to take a look. Crave picks up a mega. Irish not looking too good in center, and looks like Karasu is playing sort of a mid D. Yeah, he's falling back there on D, but he's going to stay in the center usually. Watch him for a second. Nice shot against Gibbs. Quick pick up. Got a medkit pulled by Irish down to 58 health, and he gets swarmed. Gibbs pulling him down and getting a return by Adrenaline. Hall coming up strong, and with that shaft work, gives Elite Mutations a chance to